How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to CardboardSim. And on this video, this is a special request from a subscriber wanting to know how I managed to make the GTN750 work. So this is how I did it. I'm gonna try to make this short and sweet as possible. So first things first, you're going to need a tablet, of course. It could be a 7-inch tablet. Me personally, I prefer 10-inch. That's what I have. Any Android tablet will do for this particular project. So first things first, what you're going to want to do is download spacedesk onto your PC. So just Google spacedesk right here, and you'll see this right here should be the first thing to pop up. You click on spacedesk, and then right here you'll see download. You're gonna download it, and then you choose whatever Windows you're running. If you're running either or, it doesn't matter. Whichever one you're running, make sure you download 64-bit. Download that. Self-explanatory. We've all been there. You know how to download things, right? Okay, so now once that is done, you then want to go to your tablet and you want to download spacedesk app on your tablet. It'll be the same symbol just as here on the PC. So download spacedesk onto your PC, and then you download spacedesk onto your tablet via the app store. Once those are downloaded, getting them to sync is pretty much self-explanatory. There's tons of tutorials on how to do that. This is pretty much just a short and sweet version of it. Once you have those connected and your tablet is now talking to your PC, so your tablet now becomes an extra monitor, pretty much. That's what it is. So from that point, you want to then go over to MSFS pop out panel manager for MSFS 2020. Now this only works for 2020. This does not work for X-Plane. So remember that. So you go over here to flightsim.2. You click on it, and what you're going to do is you're going to scroll all the way down. Get this mess out of the way. You're going to scroll all the way down past the comments and download now. You click on that, you download it, you get it loaded into your PC. So those are the two programs you're going to need to be able to take the display from your aircraft, whatever aircraft you're running, and display that the GTN750 screen onto the tablet. What spacedesk do is create the function to be used as a monitor. The pop-out panel manager, what that allows is for you to be able to size the panel onto your tablet, and it saves it on that size. So every time you load up pop-out manager, it'll go through its checks, and I'll show you here in a little bit how that works. It'll load itself up, and then it'll display itself onto the tablet. Now the other feature, and this is why you need pop-out panel manager, is because it gives you touch functions. Without this program, you cannot have touch functions on your tablet. That's why you have to have it. So it allows you to throw the GTN750, and this goes for any other, anything else. So if you're running, the GNS530, the 430, whatever your aircraft has, If your aircraft does not have that panel, this will not work. So you got to make sure that whatever aircraft that you're flying has that installed on it, if that makes sense. So my aircraft has the 750 installed, so I'm able to do that. So now, after you have both of those installed, we're going to go to one more thing, because you have two buttons and some encoders. So we're going to go over to Amazon, and I just made a quick list of the items that I've purchased to make this work. As you can see, the subtotal is $43.95, so just under 50 bucks after taxes. And you can scroll through here. The short, I got a set of short female to female jumper cables. I bought a bag of these tactile push buttons. Those are for the home button and the direct to button. And then we have here some encoders. I use this encoder. I only need one, but of course, they come in bundles. So one of these, and that is used for the volume knob up at the top left of the 750. And you also have an Arduino Mega. You're going to need this in order to allow the switches, or the encoders and the buttons, to talk to the sim through another program called mobiflight, which I'm gonna go over there now. So you come to mobiflight, you go to download, you download mobiflight. This program right here, for anybody that is into DIY for your sim, this program right here, it will be your friend to the end. 99% of the buttons and switches and everything that I have in my sim is all ran by mobiflight. And there are tons of tutorials. Well, I won't say tons, but you have Captain Bob. You actually have mobiflight channels to guide you through that, and a few other. And if there's something that you would like for me to kind of go more in depth, let me know in the comments below, and I'll set up a video on some how-tos to work with mobiflight, and to get everything working for you. It's very simple. It's a little intimidating at first, but once you get the hang of it, the sky's the limit for your sim build at that point. So you download mobiflight, and that is it. Oh, hold on, I just thought about something. Give me 1 second. You're going to need a dual rotary encoder, and where I bought mine from was Prop Wash Simulation. So you go with a Prop Wash Simulation. I should have had this set up, but I forgot to add this, so I apologize for this. So from here, you want to go to the store. You're going to go over to hardware. Dual rotary encoder right here. $12.95 for one. Now it comes as a kit, so you're going to have to do some soldering. I'm not about to go into detail as how to do soldering. Soldering is soldering. You can pick up a very cheap kit at Walmart, something like that, or you can buy an expensive one if you like on Amazon. But either way, you're gonna have to do some soldering, and this is all self-explanatory on how to put it together. So once you have that, you have all of your hardware that you need to get this thing running. Now, from this point, what I would like to do is show you how it all comes together. Once you have everything set up and you have your tablet hooked to your PC, and your tablet has now become a display, you want to open up Pop Out Panel Manager. And this is the screen that is going to pop up. So you're going to have to go into your settings, and you're going to have to set a few things up. Hold on. You got to set some things up. So under general settings, this is how I have my settings. Always on top, pin the application on top of all open windows. I normally have this on auto start, but for some odd reason it never stays there. So I normally just once I get the sim started, then I'll get this program up and running. Minimize the tray. Pretty much all of these things have all these on. Next is your auto pop-out panel settings. You want to enable that. So what this does is this is allowed once you turn the program on and you're already in flight sim and you're already sitting somewhere and you're in your plane. What's going to happen is it's going to start running its checks, and it's going to do everything in any panels you have. Like it don't have to be just one. You can set up multiple panels with this program. I only need one, so this works for me. So you want to have that set up so you're good. This I have set to 5. So you can set this for whatever timer you want. You can set it up at 1 second. I wouldn't advise that, just because as soon as you get in your plane, you want to kind of get everything set up how you want, then click on it. So 5 seconds is fine. The pop-out settings, enable everything except active pause. Just leave that off. And down here there's going to be a custom camera view. You can set that up however you want to. This is how I have mine set up. But once you set it up, you can save it. So Alt 1 and it loads it. So every time you start the pop out procedures, it's going to go by how you set the camera up when you went to click on each panel. It'll make sense once you see what's going on. Game refocus, have that on, and I have it set to 1 second. You can actually, it looks like now since the update, you can actually dial it back in even down to half of a second. So what this does is, when this first started, you had touch functions. If you were to go and touch your tablet, let's say you touch the 750 to open up a screen. Well, the minute you do that, your finger is like the mouse. So your finger becomes the mouse cursor. So just look at it that way. So when you click on it, anytime you touch that screen, it takes the focus off of the main screen, which controls everything. So what was happening in the beginning is you go to touch the screen, and all of a sudden the plane is starting to go into a nosedive. You have no controls of the aircraft because the cursor is on the tablet and not on the main screen. So what they've done is they've added this feature in, which is amazing. So what it does is once you touch the screen, it automatically goes back to the main screen. So in between each touch of the screen, it automatically goes back. So you never, and it happens so fast that you never lose control of the aircraft. Like everything still works as if everything is perfect. So make sure you have that on. Keyboard shortcuts, if you want to have shortcuts, you can have it on. I have it on, but I don't have any shortcuts on the touch display. So there's going to be a delay. It doesn't matter which tablet you have. It's just how however fast your system works and all of that. So with this, if you have it too low, then the touch feature will be slow. So sometimes you might have to bump it up, and you're gonna have to play around with these numbers, because at one point I actually had it set to 5, but then I noticed that the delay was a little bit too long for my liking, so I bumped it up to 10, and that seems to be my sweet spot. But every person's system is different, so just play around with it until you find that sweet spot. But what all this does is it helps with the delay function between you touching it and it actually taking the signal in. Track IR, I can actually turn this off because I don't have track IR. Well, actually no, I do have this on. Auto disable. That's why I had it on. So if you don't have track IR, disable this. And then window mode settings. This is used for window mode, which is what we use when we're throwing displays to other tablets and things of that nature. So you want to have this on for resizing purposes. And that's pretty much it for your preferences. Now, I'm inside the aircraft, as you can see. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back over to the pop-out panel, and I'm going to start the pop-out procedure. So you see it's running its checks. And there you go. It throws it up there, and then you can go and adjust it however you want. Once it's done, it'll go back, it'll resize itself to however you had it before. And as you can see, you're good to go. And you go back, you have touch functions. There's the map, as you can see. Direct to, let's go flight plan. All that works, as well as, like I said, you have the volume button. You can see right here. I can turn it down, I can turn it up. The home button is right here. It goes back to the home button. Here's the direct to button. Direct to pops up. And then here you have your dual encoder. So the big knob turns the big numbers, as you can see right here, and the little knob turns the little numbers. So the numbers to the left of the decimal is the big knob, small one is the right numbers. And if I want to switch it over to nav mode, because right now it's in COM, as you see it switches over to nav, and you can do the same thing. And that's it. And that's pretty much in a nutshell how you create a GTN750 for pretty much 50 bucks. That's if you have a tablet, which most people have. If you don't, like I said, you can go on Amazon Marketplace, find somebody that has one for little to nothing, and you're on your way. As far as the mobiflight situation, I will have to do that in another video, because that's more information that it's going to take some more time. Right now I just wanted to show you the basics on how to get it working. So if you would like for me to go into more detail, on how to set it up through mobiflight, leave a comment below, and then I will set up a video for that. The good thing about it is the presets, like I said before, are already set in mobiflight, so it's really just a plug and play situation. So I hope you learned something from it. I hope I made it clear. Go back, pause the video, see what I was doing, where to go to get things and things like that. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. I'll get back to you within that day. I normally check my my channel pretty frequently throughout the day. But if I don't get to you immediately, give me a little bit. I'll see it, and I will get back to you on that. So good luck to everybody on your build on your DIY GTN750. Hope all goes well for you. I'll see you on the next one. CardboardSim signing out.